Now, in Pakistan, there's been a rally which has been conducted by Hafiz Saeed's son, Tahil, and they're trying to cash in on the Patriot Wars being played out in Delhi University. The visual that we have been able to access right now is where Tahil is instigating the crowd. He's Hafiz Saeed's son, and the sloganeering that's happening is Azadi, Azadi. Talha Saeed, pardon me, who is Hafiz Saeed's son, is inciting crowd with Azadi chant. To talk more about that, we have India Today's Gaurav Sawant, who's joining us. Gaurav, before that, let's take a listen in to some of the sounds of some of the reactions that we are getting, as well as just listen in to what exactly happened at this rally. Talha Saeed, who is Hafiz Saeed's son, also using Dawood Ibrahim's name to incite the crowd as well. Now, Gaurav, what does this indicate?
This is extremely sinister. The fact that Talha Saeed is leading a protest rally of the Lashkar-e-Taiba also exposes Pakistan completely. Why? Because Pakistan claims Lashkar-e-Taiba is a banned organization. Pakistan claims that Lashkar is not indulging in terrorist activities, but that is exactly what is happening on ground. That is exactly what we see happening in Pakistan. Pakistan also denies that Dawood Ibrahim is in Pakistan, but Talha Saeed, openly talking about Dawood Ibrahim, goes on to show this entire Pakistan military jihad terror nexus that stands exposed with these visuals. India has forever been saying that Pakistan state, Pakistan army and ISI support terror against India, and this is more evidence of that sham house arrest of Talha's father Hafiz Saeed is just indicative of the fact that Pakistan is just lying low. Terrorists are lying low because there's global scrutiny. Apart from that, they just don't care.
So tokenism from Pakistan being exposed here, right here. This is the rally that's been organized by Talha Saeed, Hafiz Saeed's son, and he's used Dawood Ibrahim's name as well. Dawood Ibrahim, which Pakistan has so far refused to give locations about. Everyone knows, Gaurav, that Dawood is in Pakistan and how closely now terror groups are working together to target India.
Dawood Ibrahim Kaskar, post 1993 Mumbai blast, lives in Karachi. He lives in Clifton. His address is known to the world. That's a well-known fact. That's one part of the story. But this entire military jihad nexus, Pakistan ISI, Pakistan Army, Lashkar-e-Taiba, Dawood Ibrahim, Jaish-e-Mohammed and Hizbul Mujahideen, all these terrorist organizations working together with the Pakistan Army to harm India. That's exactly is the truth about Pakistan, and India recently exposed this just 2 days ago at the United Nations in Geneva. India exposed Pakistan not just about spreading terror in India, in Jammu and Kashmir, but also brutalities against their own people, and these are strategic assets of the Pakistan Army.
But also how the entire Patriot War that's playing out on the Indian soil is being used to fuel hatred against India and Pakistan can also not be ignored, Gaurav, with these rituals coming in and the Azadi slogans that one can hear.
You know, you're spot on that aspect. The fact that you have misguided elements who, in the name of freedom of expression, want to chant Kashmir ki Azadi slogans, whether that's happening at Jawaharlal Nehru University or it's happening by outsiders at Ramjas in Delhi University. That's the sinister aspect that students or those who are encouraging these students don't realize, that there's a very hostile Pakistan that's taking advantage of this situation, that's using these chinks in our armor to harm India. And in the name of freedom of expression, it's terrorists like Hafiz Saeed, his son Talha Saeed, Dawood Ibrahim, Jaish-e-Mohammed, Masood Azhar and this terrorist organization of Hizbul Mujahideen, Lashkar-e-Taiba, they exploit all this in the name of freedom of expression in our country.
So we've seen Pakistan eyewash of Hafiz Saeed being under house arrest, but nothing has changed, Gaurav. If you look at the kind of incitement of the crowd that's being done by his own son, it just seems that Hafiz Saeed has given a reins over to Talha Saeed to take over the terror mechanism that he's operated with impunity in Pakistan.
Absolutely, you're spot on there. And that's exactly what India and Afghanistan and G7 countries have been saying at the Financial Action Task Force. Now, Financial Action Task Force is an international body that keeps an eye on terror funding, and India, Afghanistan and G7 countries have made this point that Pakistan remains the nerve center of terrorism, where terror funding and raising funds for terror is going on openly. So this sham house arrest of Hafiz Saeed is immaterial, because Lashkar-e-Taiba or Jaish-e-Mohammed or Falah-e-Insaniyat Foundation, the terrorist organization, just changes its name. It continues to generate funds. It continues to have these rallies. Dawood Ibrahim continues to generate funds in Pakistan and provide it to these terrorist organizations. It's a military jihad nexus that operates in Pakistan against India and Afghanistan.
Be with us, Gaurav, because I want to go across to Ashraf also, who's joining us from Srinagar. Ashraf, today morning itself, a terror module has been busted by security forces, only going on to show that still there hasn't been any action from Pakistan to curb on the cross-border terrorism. In fact, let's keep the visuals of Talha Saeed on the screen as well to show viewers that how still there are elements that continue to incite the public in Pakistan against India.
Yes, absolutely, Davina. If you go through the module which was busted in the Baramulla, 2 local Jaish overground workers have been arrested with 2 Chinese pistols and ammunition and arms. This was claimed by the police. This happened yesterday evening when these 2 local boys from the Janbazpura, Baramulla were arrested. And earlier on Wednesday, one Hizbul Mujahideen militant with the arms was arrested in Pulwama. Now clearly this is the picture that during the last unrest of 8 months in the Kashmir Valley, the foreign militant groups managed to create the modules, local modules mostly in the Kashmir Valley, which is concerning. Now the police as well as the security agencies are working on those modules and busting one by one to them, and they are so far succeeding in arresting those overground workers who are tools for the different militant groups, maybe Lashkar-e-Taiba, Jaish-e-Mohammed or Hizbul Mujahideen. So that is the tactic which is being adopted by the security agencies so far here, and they are succeeding in it. By arresting the 2 overground workers with arms and ammunition is some kind of setback for the Jaish-e-Mohammed in Kashmir Valley, and probably after arresting these 2 locals from Baramulla, they may reveal some more revelations after the proper interrogation with security agencies.
Be with me, Ashraf, because I want to take this question to Gaurav right now. Gaurav, as what we're seeing in the terror video, another link that's emerged is of Dawood and Lashkar link, because what we can see right now is Dawood's name being chanted by Talha Saeed, and it has been the worst kept secret, in fact, that Dawood has been working against India with these terror organizations.
Post 1993 Mumbai terror attacks, Dawood Ibrahim Kaskar fled to Pakistan with his family. He's been living in Pakistan. He runs a multi-million-dollar empire in Pakistan, whether it's construction business, whether it's transport business. Dawood Ibrahim runs a drug nexus also. Now, all of these funds are generated for Pakistan Army and ISI, then to fuel terror in India and to fuel terror in Afghanistan. Dawood Ibrahim Kaskar lives in Pakistan, is Pakistan's worst kept secret. Journalists in Pakistan have written about it, foreigners have written about it, but Pakistan government continues to deny it. And unfortunately, so far, India has kept Pakistan off the hook on the Dawood Ibrahim aspect. But Talha Saeed, talking about Dawood Ibrahim once again, very clearly points out to this military jihad terror nexus in Pakistan and Lashkar-e-Taiba's ability to continue to generate funds and fuel terror in Pakistan.
Well, Gaurav, be with us because we have Colonel RSN Singh who's joining us this morning as well. Colonel Singh, now this video exposes it all, that how Dawood has become a youth icon, it seems, for Pakistan, with Hafiz Saeed's son inciting the crowd using Dawood's name as well.
You know, if I may explain to you the link in the context of India, it is, ISI, which controls the Jamaatul Dawa or Lashkar-e-Taiba, and in turn, Ibrahim provides his Indian network in various segments of in Indian society, which were, clearly visible when Yaqub Memon was being hanged. So he has inroads in every segment of India's national life and significantly for politics. So the Lashkar-e-Toiba could not have done, Mumbai 26/11 without the help of Dawood Ibrahim. Now let me tell you this. Similarly, in Kashmir, the Hizbul Mujahideen, it provides the network apparatus to Lashkar-e-Toiba. The funding is generally provided by the Jamaatul Dawa because they are the richest organization. But more significantly, we must view this entire development with certain degree of seamlessness between India and Pakistan. As far as the ideology is concerned, for them the borders are very incidental.
Yes.
And the discourse that is being peddled there, is no difference. There is certain amount of consonance what you saw in the Hajj Delhi 2 to 3 days back.
Absolutely. Mr. Singh, appreciate you joining us with your point of view as well on the story. It's another story we're tracking through the morning. Taking a short break. Stay with us. News and update continues on the other side as well. Avantika joining you with the latest.